Hello, this is Eric Olsen. I'm going to show you how I create an iMovie for training purposes. Okay, so let me go ahead and share screen. I share my desktop. Pay no attention to the messiness on the desktop. What I do is I've already recorded the movie in Zoom or the MP4 file. I'm going to open up iMovie to go ahead and do this. So opening iMovie, so I've got iMovie open now, and I use a separate hard drive to do all my movie stuff for work. So I've got a separate terabyte hard drive that I use. And so I'm going to go back to projects, and also I'm going to go to file and make sure I've got the right library open. And let's see, open library. And it seems like it's taken a little bit of time to find the right library. I didn't find the right library that I was looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and close iMovie once again. And let me go ahead and open iMovie, see if it recognizes this other video here. And I just changed the lighting a little bit because sometimes the LED lights I got plugged in the computer take too much power and don't allow certain drives to be recognized. Movie. Okay, here we go. So I've got, this is my work iMovie library that I opened up. And now I'm going to go ahead and create new on this. And I want to do a movie. All right, and this is going to the right iMovie library, which is my EO work library on my external drive. I'm going to click OK. And there we go. Try to be patient and not overclick. Now I'm going to go to where I have my MP4 file, and I'm going to go ahead and drag that into the import media on iMovie. Let's see, so import movie, it's not allowing me to drag it in. And I apologize if for you iMovie experts, if there's faster, easier ways to do this. I'm going to go ahead and double click on import media so it opens it up. Okay, there we go. And I am going to try to find out. Okay, so now I've got this import media. I'm going to try to drag it again. And it looks like we'd like to, and I'll say okay. And there I go. I just put that iMovie in, and I'm going to select that, and I'm going to do import selected, and that's going to bring that into my iMovie frame. Okay, so now I'm closing that. Here's the movie in my iMovie frame. And I'm going to just go ahead and drag this whole thing because I didn't do any stops, or I'm just trying for speed. So I'm doing limited editing on this. I'm going to move this so it makes it a little bit bigger looking. So quick check. I'm going to hit the space bar. What we're doing is we're learning about how to check. There we go. Enrollment on the new system. Okay, so there we go. So I've got that. So I'm going to stop that. And what I want to do is, I'm going to stop that. Escape, stop.
Okay.
All right, so I'm clicking away so it stops that. Sorry about that. You got to make sure the whole movie sort of downloads. That's what this orange bar is on the bottom that says that iMovie has the whole movie there. I'm going to click on titles. And it's always nice to put a title on your movie. And I like to show the title just sort of over top. So rather than having a bunch of dead space where the title goes, I put the title on top of the movie here. So here's the title on top. And because this is a relatively big file, it's taken a little bit of time. And I can see my computer's got the spinning wheel, so it's thinking on there. All right, let me go ahead and move this up just a little bit. Oop, oh, grab the wrong window. So let me make sure I got my iMovie window on the top here and move this up to the center here. All right. So now I'm going to click on this title, and I'll make the title a little bit longer. Okay, so here's the title. So I'm going to make the title here. Let's get some credit for us. So I'll say it's ITP Cal Poly. And then I'm going to put in the title text here, call this enrollment monitoring training. And train, now make sure I spell right. Training. And it looks like this is a little bit on the too big side. So I'm going to go ahead and make some adjustments in the size. Let's see, so I've got text size is 70 for the Cal Poly piece. I want to bump that down to 35. And then for the enrollment training piece, it's at 130. I'm going to drop that down to 58. So it's in there. I'm also a little concerned because the original slides on this are light. It's going to be hard to read against that background. And I'm wondering if I have the ability, I can make it bold. What else can I do here? And it looks like the color is white. I'm going to try to make it black. There we go. And I'm going to try to do the same thing on the Cal Poly here. Let's see, where's my double click on the training? There we go. So and then the Cal Poly piece, that text is white. I'm also going to change that to black or dark. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got that title on there. And let's go ahead and play this to see sort of what that looks like. So I'm going to escape out of here, click off my titles, click on my media, just clicking, trying to get away from this. Apologize for the little bit slower computer. This takes a lot of memory and a little bit of speed, which I seem to be lacking here. Close this guy when I can. So I can hear my, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but you can hear my little external hard drive beeping away as it's trying to keep up with what I'm doing here and recording. So let's see. Oh, looks like I've got to take a little break to have a little sip of coffee here while this catches up to me.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, I'm recording a Zoom in here. So let's take a look at what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Computer. Okay, so what we're doing is we're learning about how to check enrollment on the new system. This is Sandy Edar and Eric Olsen. Okay, go ahead, Sandy.
Okay, so on your portal, in the My Apps column.
Okay, so I just stopped that there. It looks like I want to try to play the title for a little bit. I've got the title now playing for like 13 seconds. So hopefully that'll. Okay, so what we're doing is we're learning about how to check enrollment on the new system. This is Sandy Edar and Eric Olsen. Okay, go ahead, Sandy.
Okay, so on your portal, in the My Apps
okay,
column,
so that was the introduction.
yes.
I'm going to go ahead and hit stop at that. Now, the other thing I like to do, and I think is a best practice, is put a little bit more information at the end. So I'm going to try to figure out how to go all the way to the end of this movie here. And on the end, I'm also going to go up and pick a title slide, title here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get the same standard title slide, put this at the back end here. And it'll be a black background, so white text is appropriate here. So I'm going to do the ITP at Cal Poly. I'll add a little more information here since this is at the end of the slide. SLO, and I'm going to put the title here. enrollment and monitor training. And because that's so big, once again, I'm going to go ahead and make that a little bit smaller for us here. So let's go ahead and cut the size down. Let's see, that was 58. I'm actually going to go to 36 on this. And then for the information here, I'm going to drop that down also. And then what I could do, I want to provide a little bit more information. So I'm going to go ahead and edit. Let's see, edit this. So I'm at the end of the training monitoring. Let's see if I can do this here. Recorded, or let's just go ahead and produced by Sandy Edar and Eric Olsen on, and let's see, put the date in here. Always nice to have things dated. This is 30 April 2020. And I guess I should separate that out a little bit so it looks a little more distinctive. Right. And then down here, this by Sandy, you know what? That's kind of enough. Use for training. And just sort of let's go ahead and see it. So that's it. So at the end here, I've got, let's go ahead and see what that looks like. So I'm going to click on the bar here, play the end, see what that looks like. See you later.
All right, bye.
All right, so I see that I got a little bit of overlap on that. So I don't like the way that came out. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can adjust this thing. There may be better title slides to use for what I did for this purpose, but it's generally not coming out here. So let me go ahead and double click on this, do some editing here. What can I do to make this better? I'm not very good at editing these slides. I'm going to do a Command X to take that part here, put that down the bottom, and it's all readable. Let's see if I can fix. Yeah, I'm living with that. So quick and dirty.
Bye.
Let's go ahead and see what that end looks like. 4 seconds at the end. I'm going to stretch that out a little bit in case people want to look at that. So now that ending is like 16 seconds at the end. And there we go.
Yeah, 2020. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Sandy. We'll see you later.
All right, bye.
All right. So there we have the end, and now I'm going to show you how all we have to do to upload this up to YouTube so we can share it more easily for folks. And that's 16 seconds looking a little long to me, so I'm going to cut it back to 12. And I'm going to go ahead now and hit share. So a little share button in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to share it to YouTube, which is kind of the I think is the best practice for easily monitoring. And I'm going to cancel this because I realize now I didn't name the video. So I'm going to cancel, and going back here, I'm going to go back to projects. When I click back to projects, it says name my movie, and I'm going to call this enrollment monitor training at ITP Poly. All right, so I'm gonna, that's the name for my, and just click OK there. And it created a project. I think once again, it's trying to catch up a little bit and do a little screen sizing sort of thing here. And I don't see it there, but I kind of know it's there from experience. Oh, I'm going to click on projects. So I'm clicking over here on projects, switch from media to projects. Actually, I think it's on projects. This is where patience pays off. Let's see what I got here. So I'm clicking on media. Okay, so here's on media. So there, it's like it. Looking on projects. I'm not seeing it. I'm going to click on media again. Go back into this. And there we go. So let's see if I can find. So I think all events, this. Apologize for my ineptness at this. Generally pretty easy. Looking at all the different family videos and different things I've created here. The computer's trying to catch up with me here a little bit. So I'm looking and see, is this movie at the top of the list? Nope. Got a beer game video. Oh, it looks like it's set by alphabetical. So maybe it's down in the E's somewhere. For enrollment monitoring, do I have something here? I don't see it in my left-hand column. No, so I don't see it there. So I'm going to go back, try to click the projects. So I'm type in projects. I'm going to do a search. Enrollment, there we go. So I did in a search enrollment, picked up the video there. So there's the video. So now I'm going to go back to share once again. I just want to make sure that I didn't sort of lose that inadvertently. So it's got a little bit of a flash of something here. Used for training, name description. What's going on with that? Let me see if I can fix that before. Name description, used for training. Huh. So let me click on that and see if I can get rid of this name description thing, but it's got behind there. Let me see if I can move this up. Well, this is frustrating. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna delete this. So I'm gonna delete this last little clip on their naming. I'm gonna go back and maybe get something a little bit more friendly. So I'm gonna do the let's expand. This looks relatively straightforward here. So title here, and call this. Just put some information in here. So enrollment. Monitoring. Training. And because it's, so it's size adjusting, which is going to be good for us. Training. And I'll say created by Sandy Edar and Eric. It's catching up. Olsen. at Cal Poly. So we can put, see that's coming out. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in and at Cal Poly, ITP, and let's just go with a simple date format, 4/30/20. Okay. And it's nice to do this title or this sort of credits at the end in case people want to contact the people that created the video and give them a pat on the back or thank them for using it. So we always try to do that. So I'm gonna see here, let's see, so when I click on that, let's see how that views at the end here.
All right, thanks a lot, Sandy. See you later.
All right, bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna stretch out the timing on that a little bit. And I think we said like 12 or 13 seconds is probably appropriate. There we go. So that's the credits at the end, and we're good. Okay, so it's looking good. I actually set a timer to see how long it would take me to do that. And I'm gonna hit stop on my stopwatch. And that took 23 minutes to go ahead and create that little training video there. After the total time on the video, the total time on this video is, what is it? Is 9 minutes and 53 seconds. So it's about a 10-minute video. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. If you need more information on how to create quick little training videos using Zoom on Apple Movie, happy to help. Give me a call. Take care. This is Eric Olsen at Cal Poly. My email address is eolsen@calpoly.edu. Once again, that's eolsen@calpoly.edu. Thanks a lot. Bye. Oh, one more thing. I was going to show you how to send this to YouTube. And as I said, my email address, I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. So let's see if I can get in here. Contact EOLSEN@calpoly.edu. And because that's now so microscopically small, let me see if I can do some things to make that bigger. And it's still sort of uploading in there. Should add this extra time onto my 23 minutes to create a movie recording time. Penalize myself here a little bit. So that's good. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the little save or share button. I'm going to share it to YouTube. And now it has a title on there. I'm going to hit the next button. This will automatically go to my YouTube to publish. It'll take a few minutes to process, which I'm not going to burden you with. So hopefully you know how to, once it's on YouTube, you can use that and share that more readily. Now I'm really done. Take care. Bye-bye.